Hey, on the channel, we're back at it with another NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin unboxing. This time, a bit of a two-pack with Casey Marie and Motorcycle.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a recent surprise in Casey Marie with Motorcycle. But for all your NECA needs and a whole lot more, hit up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And this one I did pick up at NECA online. I took a chance, I rolled the dice, and it did come pretty quick. And this is a bit of a surprise figure as it was basically announced and ready to ship immediately. There was no, hey, we saw this 10 months ago and now it's finally up for pre-order. There was none of that rigmarole there. It was just right out to the masses here. And it really feels like it is the year of Last Ronin for NECA. They've really dialed back the Archie Comics Turtles. They still have some. The cartoon Turtles, they still have some. The movie Turtles, they still have some, but they're really diving in and leaning into the Last Ronin, it does seem like. But I will say these Last Ronin figures are a little bit more pricey than I really view they should be. I don't know why they feel like some of these patrol bots that we've got numerous times with more accessories, we've got numerous times, they feel they can ask an extra $10, $15 for. I've had to personally pass on some of that as well. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and that's what it is. You vote with your wallet at the end of the day. And it does feel interesting. This is a very small, light box, especially for around $140, $150. We'll see what happens. But the only way we can see what happens is if we do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's check out the box on this one. Wish it had a window packaging. Not real fun for the min-on-box collectors. But it is what it is. I mean, it's wild to be a min-on-box collector, but I totally understand it. Because at the end of the day, if I could be min-on-box, I would definitely do that. I love min-on-box stuff. I love min-on-card stuff. There's just not enough real estate in this world for all the stuff. But this is wild because theoretically, you could take everything out of this box. I could replace it with some like feathers or something. It would be the same weight. You would never know if there's anything in here. It's like one of those psychological tests or sociology or more like philosophy, I guess is really what it is. And we're a philosophy channel really at the end of the day. It's like, how do you know this is in there? You don't. Well, it is. It's unpunched. Well, how do you know? This could be a bag of dog food inside. It's one of those crazy things. If you're a min-on-box collector, this sits in your collection for 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Then you say, you know what? I'm going to sell this on eBay. I don't want this in my collection anymore. And you sell it to somebody on eBay. They buy it. They open it up and say, wait a minute. This is a different figure inside of here. So it's a wild thing to kind of figure out, I guess, especially on these boxed ones for min-on-card collectors, min-in-box collectors. You get the drift. Off my soapbox there. But there's the packaging there. She's popping a wheelie there, like young Kyle in the old days on his bicycle is what it looks like, driving up and down those streets. A bit of a 2-in-1 figure here. It looks like we get two different looks for one Casey Marie, of course, the daughter of Casey Jones and April O'Neil. On the back as well, look at it, it shows that the Last Ronin can also be used on the bike, so maybe you want it for that instance. Who knows? Choose your own adventure, as we say all the time. Looking good right there. Casey Marie and Motorcycle, but let's get her out of the pack. Let's see what's going on here. Dare I say, see what all the fuss is about. There goes the box. See you later, goodbye. And we do get a little jacket here. Oh my gosh, she's got a jacket. I guess let's dive into this jacket first. Why wouldn't we? We got some strong tape right here, that is for sure. Give it the old see you later, goodbye. We get a nice leather jacket here ready to go. Got a hood on it. This wouldn't be bad for other toys, I think, along the way. So if you need to use this for somebody else, you could easily do that. But looking pretty good right there. But now we get down to old Casey Marie. First, you got the figure right there. 3 heads, better than 1, of course. And then we got a motorcycle right there. So that motorcycle looks pretty cool as well. But I'm going to take this offline, get all this stuff out of the package. We'll be back talking Last Ronin, Casey Marie, and Motorcycle. All right, we got Casey Marie and Motorcycle out of the package. Let's dive into this one, and I guess we'll start with the hands and the accessories per the norm right here. We get 2 Fist of Casey Marie Fury out of the package. We do get 2 splayed out hands ready to go. We do got 2 gripping hands, which could be good for, losing on the floor or holding weapons or holding the bike, of course. And then we got 2 more gripping hands up. It looks like these are the weapon hands. Those are the bike gripping hands. So we got all kinds of different hands going on right here. We do got a gas can canister, a little grenade action here, so another weapon for her if needed. We do got 2 little sticks, almost like 2 little batons, I guess is what this reminds me of. And she really gives me a lot of Robin vibes. Of course, Robin from Batman and Robin fame. Gives me those vibes, especially these 2 little sticks and the way she looks. It almost looks like a female Robin out of the package. And then we do got 1 little blade, a little scythe, I guess we'll call it right here. So she's got some little weapons, but she is a littler girl here, of course. And now we're going to dive into Casey Marie. And the first thing I noticed on this one, she definitely feels almost like a Marvel Legend or like a very small DC Multiverse figure, Todd McFarlane. Yes, it's true. And I guess maybe closer to that because of the Robin-like head sculpt out of the package on this one here. But it doesn't really feel like a NECA figure, if that makes sense. And you know, NECA figures always kind of have a feel to them, a certain aura about them, maybe, I don't know. But this almost feels more like McFarlane or Marvel Legends, which is just strange a little bit to me. I don't know, maybe it'll sink in a little bit more. But out of the package here, we got a very mean mugging head. We got nice white teeth, that is for sure. But we got black lipstick. Got the Robin-like mask going on there, and even Robin kind of like hair going on for her. So interesting look to her here, looking like Robin, looking like a vigilante in a lot of ways. Second head here, you do got a little bit of a Launchpad McQuack style hat going on here. Shout out to Launchpad McQuack, of course, looking good. Once again, the black lipstick, no coverage of the eyes this time. We got the black eyeliner, black lipstick, black hair coming down, looking good in the Flyboy hat. And then the third and final head, this is where she goes full on John Rambo. Oh, shout out to John Rambo, one of the all-time greats. Got the red bandana going on, same hairdo going there. Stoic face, black lipstick, black eyeliner. 3 very, very different heads, which I really appreciate because it really makes this figure look different 3 different ways. I'm here for that all day. Now, she does got little shoulder pads going on, and it's part of her kind of scarf around her neck. So if you pull this head off, this will all be removable if you want it to be. Got a little spot on the back here where you can put those 2 sticks if you want to be able to store that on the figure, which is always nice to be able to do that. You do get a nice waist belt around her here, and she's rocking that purple and black attack here. Looking very good. I guess she's getting ready to join the Judgment Day, possibly. Could she be the new member they're searching out? I don't know. Forearm guards on her, 2 Fist of Fury, as I did mention. Some nice boots down below. Black kind of motorcycle suit on her. She's zipping up and down the streets on her motorcycle in this suit right here. Now, articulation, very tight. Arms do go all the way around. Of course, that shoulder piece does move out of the way. Bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows. Playing those hits, Todd McFarlane. Love those pinless elbows. Hands back and forth, side to side. Got a little waist articulation back and forth, up and down. Head removable, back and forth, side to side. Got those big old splits if you do need them. Leg does go up very, very tight in the leg department. Double jointed, pinless knees. The pinless knees continue. Ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. Once again, just kind of feeling like a Marvel Legends figure. A much tighter Marvel Legends figure right here. She does fit, hopefully, on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Yes, she does. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. She does fit on a stand right there. So that is Casey Marie. First time ever in a line. Be interested to see if we get more of her in the future. I guess we'll stay tuned to that. But then, of course, we do got her motorcycle. And I can see a lot of people buying this just for the motorcycle. Very cool to get a motorcycle once again. Of course, Casey Jones, a bit of an affinity for motorcycles as well. But when I first saw this one, my immediate brain went to, oh my gosh, G.I. Joe Classified Series. This would be great for the Classified Series figures. It really does look like a Dreadnought-style motorcycle. But unfortunately for me, disaster struck, and it would have been fortunate for you if it was on film because I absolutely lost my mind on this one. I grabbed Zartan, Retro Zartan. That's who I was going to bring to put on this motorcycle to see how it worked. I moved the leg just a second, and disaster. The leg snapped off, broke at the plastic. Are you kidding me? Of course, this can't be the cheap Zartan. This is the Walmart Retro Zartan, so it's like $67 for a loose one on eBay. I don't even know what to do at this point. If you know me, I'm a completist in this line, so I have to have this in my collection. I don't know if I can live with this. Obviously, I can glue this in here. My wife's a wizard with super glue. I could glue it and just set it and try to forget it, but I'll walk by this and it'll just eat me alive. It'll eat my soul alive the whole time that this is broken. broken. So now I got to track down another Zartan retro figure. And the worst cruel fate of it all, like 6 months or so ago, I said, you know what? I'm out of these. I'm not going to be a Double Up Club member anymore. I sold them, and I didn't even sell them for that much money. So I could have held on to that. I could have just opened that one, and now I'm all worked up. I'm all worked up again. But man, talk about disaster. Are you kidding me? I didn't even do anything. I just moved his leg just a little bit, and that's all it took. Oh, fired up. Fired up is what I am. But I did grab another friend over here. We grabbed Buzzer, so I'm going to put Buzzer on this bike. Does work pretty good. Maybe a hair big, maybe, but really not that bad. So, I mean, these would be pretty cool to have all the 3 core Dreadnoks driving in your display. Would look pretty nice. I got to admit, he looks really good on here. I like what I see. The unfortunate part is you can't just buy the motorcycle by itself, and it is a very pricey pack, so it's not very affordable unless you want to drop like $400 on motorcycles. But I guess if you're not into the turtles, you could definitely sell Casey Marie separate. I'm sure there's collectors out there that want that, so maybe you get some of your money back right there. But man, these Dreadnoks would look very good on this if that is your thing, of course. But the motorcycle itself, you got 2 wheels like a motorcycle would have. It looks like the wheels, the back wheel moves. What about the front wheel? Well, it moves, but man, it is extremely tight to move. It really doesn't even, if you roll it, it doesn't even move. So it's like, it's weird. It moves, but it won't if you try to do it like a Hot Wheel car or something like that. Not going to work. You do got articulation up here, and that is it. It is really just kind of a statue. You do get articulation as far as the kickstand, though. Kickstand up and down. Got the foot pegs down there. Got a bluish grayish color throughout on the motorcycle. Red, black attack. It just looks like a standard chopper style motorcycle. And once again, something the Dreadnoks would be cruising around in. It does look good for what it is. I do like it. I don't know if it's worth 80, 90 bucks, whatever you want to net that out to being. That's a pretty tough go if you ask me. Obviously, Casey Marie fits a little bit better. She is a smaller figure. The turtle line is a big figure line, though, for the most part, but she does look fairly good on there. Have to move it around, get her into the right position, but she'll work on there pretty good. But they did show the last Ronin on the bike, and I think he's just way too big for this bike. I mean, this looks like me trying to get on my kid's bike when they were learning to do training wheels and stuff. He's just a little too big for this bad boy, but I guess choose your own adventure, feel whatever works best for you, but that's not going to work for me. I think it works better for Casey Marie, and she came with it, so this is how I'm going to display her on this motorcycle. Leaning towards the flyboy head is what I'm leaning towards her. But all in all, a very good pickup here. I like this for what it is. I absolutely detest the price point. I would play the long game if you can on this one, especially getting it out of the package. It is extremely expensive for what you get, but it is what it is. That's the way it is. And you got to vote with your wallet at the end of the day. And I'm even more disappointed. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have bought this, knowing that I was going to break the retro Zartan. That's the worst part of this whole debacle here. So just costing me money left and right. Just throwing that money out the window is all I'm doing. Ooh, fires me up, and probably fires you up too. Or you're probably laughing over there. I'm sure. I see you laughing over there. Get your chuckles out. Get them out right now. Not G.I. Joe chuckles, but there it is. There's Casey Marie and her bicycle. Pretty cool for what it is. Not a very cool price point. But what's your thoughts on this one in the comments down below? You got anything? Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comments. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Patreon, your best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Dangerous and close to 5 years on the channel. We're trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. Need your help. Make sure you do subscribe, and don't forget my other channel as well. Check out the new TikTok channel, and as well as SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Casey Marie and Bike and Broken Zartan, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.